So sometimes your luck may be saving you. But what do you do when you seem to be running out of your luck? Hello, Namaskar and Adab to all my friends from your friend astrologer and guide Irfan, once more with you from your very own channel Astro. Today I wanted to be in a more casual environment with you, more like a heart-to-heart talk with some of you, and this is because many times when people get in touch with me for astrological advice, I see that in spite of coming to a so-called expert, I'm still learning, so I don't see myself as an expert. It's a journey, I'm on the journey. But when they come to me, I seem to be knowing better than them, at least about astrology. Yet, in spite of me giving them solutions, they still sometimes go and make the same stupid decisions, dumb decisions which they have done earlier. Later on, they come to me and say, yeah, you told me, but we still made this decision and we still went this way. Now, why is it that sometimes, in spite of having the opportunity, maybe the advice, maybe the guidance, maybe the company of people who may be wiser than you, know more than you, may be experts in their field, yet you seem to be taking those decisions which are stupid, dumb, and the most atrocious stupidity that somebody can do. Then you need to ask yourself that, do you have those placements in your horoscope which make you take those dumb decisions? Now, I'm not calling anybody dumb. There is no person who's dumb. But we take dumb decisions, we take stupid decisions, because of which we suffer the consequences later. So, I want to jump in and give you some guidelines. If you have not done those dumb decisions, good for you. But if you feel that lot of time in certain areas of your life, you seem to be making those dumb, stupid decisions again and again, what could be the reason and how to see those placements, how to then agree, yes, this is true, and then be careful next time so that you don't end up taking or making those dumb decisions. So it helps to know if you are going to take or make those dumb decisions about certain areas of your life, then it helps to avoid those challenges so that you don't get into those pitfalls again. But we need to know where is the particular area where we may make those stupid decisions, dumb decisions. One thing is to validate from your own experiences. You may be knowing that I seem to be very unlucky in love, I seem to be very unlucky in my investments, I seem to be very unlucky in my business decisions, I seem to be unlucky in my partnerships, I seem to be unlucky in my career decisions. So you need to be able to validate when you make a decision and then does the decision go wrong. Not when things are going very well and suddenly something happens wrong after 5-6 years in an organization, then something goes wrong. Then it could not be a bad decision that you have taken because that decision proved right for 4, 5, 6 years. Then it may be something stupid that you are doing or something which is happening in the environment because of which, or in the business area because of which maybe the career is at stake. Maybe the relationship is also at stake. Sometimes in a relationship, it may not only be your fault, maybe a mix of, and that's what it happens. Generally in a relationship, it's a mix of challenges and problems on both the sides. Unless you have taken a really stupid decision and then you're defending it. And many times it does happen, especially with an afflicted moon. I've seen many people will take those dumb decisions and yet stand by their decision, will try to validate their decision and will say, in those circumstances what I was going through, I felt this, I felt that, so I took this decision, but this happened. I mean, you are being more stupid than before. The first thing to stop being stupid is to accept that you were stupid. Not that you are stupid, you were being stupid in that particular action, in that particular decision that you took. So the first thing to do is wake up, smell the coffee, agree, so that you don't make the decision again, the wrong decision again. And normally where do we F up the most? In a relationship, in a finance, in a investments, in career changes, in a health, and sometimes taking those life-changing decisions which may take us on a certain track from which to come back may be very difficult. Sometimes you may be saved because of having a very strong house. For example, if you have a very strong 5th house, then you may be very artistically endowed, you may be somebody who's a performer, you may be also be a social influencer, maybe you do very well on the social platform, then you may attract a lot of people who may be suitors, or people who like you, or people who want to get close to you, people who adore you, or people may be getting infatuated by you. So then people may want to get closer to you, want to know you better, or think that they like you. But what happens many times I've seen with a very strong 5th house, where you get those attractions, you get people who are influenced and then they want to get close to you, they want to get that they like you, especially if you're a big celebrity, an actor or somebody, then you attract the attention of the opposite gender and other people also. However, when they get close to you, then they find that you are not what they thought from outside, and hence you will find many times the lives of these celebrities, these very famous people, big successes behind them, they seem to be very unlucky in their love, their affection, their romances, their relationship. The reason being is that while they are getting the success of the 5th house being strong, so they are getting good gains of the 5th house, where they are attracting very good gains on the artistic front and on love and romance. But if their planets are afflicted, say if their moon is afflicted, then Venus is surely giving them the attraction, but moon is giving them do those decisions which are emotionally stupid, not emotionally intelligent decisions. And usually people with an afflicted moon, you will find that again and again, however many times you tell them, they seem to be making the same stupid decision, assuming that they are being practical, assuming that is logical, defending their actions and saying in those circumstances this happened. They will never agree that they have made stupid decisions, and they will continue to make this. So it's a fallacy to think if it's an afflicted moon, and very difficult to convince people who have an afflicted moon that you're wrong, this decision is wrong. But it's important for you need to be able to look inside and do some self-correction, self-talk, and see whether you have been making those wrong decisions, because nobody can convince you. If you feel in a certain area of your life, for example, in terms of your emotional attachments, or in terms of who you are attracted towards, if you have been making those wrong decisions, then you need to sit back and maybe depend on the wise counsel of others before you take a decision which you think is right. So with moon, it's not only getting attached to the wrong people, but sometimes letting go of the right people in your life, thinking that you're wiser, you're smarter, you're doing the right thing, and letting go of people who may be a good friend, who may be a good well-wisher, somebody who may be actually in love with you, somebody who may be emotionally connected with you, somebody who's already in a relationship with you, yet to make those mistakes. And if you are somebody who seems to be having bad luck in terms of relations, in terms of your emotional well-being, your emotional attachments, then you need to ask yourself whether you have been taking the right decisions, or you have been being stupid, or you are the smartest person on earth that you believe you are. The other planet which may make you take those those dumb decisions is Mercury. 3 mind planets. Mind you, have again and again said this in many videos. Moon, Mercury and Jupiter. All 3 afflicted, then you can do really big blunders in your life. You can do big fallacies in your life. One of them afflicted, then in that area you will make blunders, in the other areas you may be well off. With Mercury, you may make those dumb decisions about investments, about career changes, where you need to change the career, when you need to change the career. Sometimes everything is going good, you will land a good job because of your good luck, and maybe a strong 10th house, maybe a strong Saturn, you land a very good job, you are stable in your job also for 2 or 3 years. Suddenly there is an outside attraction of some other organization which you feel is better, maybe the remuneration is better, and what you do? You make the change, and then all trouble breaks loose, because you may not have done enough of due diligence. You may not have checked what are the financial performances of the organization, how the organization is doing. If some other businesses of the organization or of the group are failing, then you can land in a soup. Only when we land in a soup, especially with Mercury, we realize we made a decision which has not been the most right. So with at least Mercury, some of them may have this falling back on your intelligence, thinking, yes, I've been stupid, that was not very practical what I do. But what happens if an afflicted Mercury, you keep making those decisions wrong investments, depending on the wrong decision making capabilities of yours, not being competent enough to understand, yes, there has been a challenge. So generally you make those changes, you make those decisions, you make those investments which may on the long run not prove to be the right thing for you. With Jupiter, it is about the wisdom. It's not about being clever. You could make all those decisions which go south, and these can be big blunders because you assuming you're wise, but those decisions may not be wise. Generally it may be on your learning, for example your educational qualifications, or it could also be not learning from those life's experiences, from the situational experiences that life has thrown you into, yet you make those continued stupid decisions. Also, not treating your mentors right, not being close to the wise people, in fact overriding the decision making of wise people, making those blunders. This can be more fatal for women, especially because Jupiter is also the man in your life, and if you are making those wrong decisions regarding the man in your life, then you could end up with the wrong people, and you could keep cursing yourself all your life, but you keep getting into one relationship after the other which is not the right person for you. Secondly, with wrong Jupiter, you could end up in the wrong career, especially when you are traveling or you're going away from your place of comfort, or you're traveling to foreign lands, or depending too much on foreign lands and then failing again and again. So those decisions can be also fatal from not only your career point of view, from your relationship point of view, and also going far away from the people who love you, who want to be with you and who can take proper care of you. And similarly about health, with the wrong Jupiter, afflicted Jupiter, you may also take wrong decisions about your health. You may overeat, you may overindulge. A lot of people with an afflicted Jupiter would either end up putting on a lot of weight, or will get into those kind of situations where the mental faculty is not very strong. They lose their temper, they get angry, they blow up, they feel that if somebody makes a mistake, I can't control myself. They have a bad temper, they have a bad temperament. So for example, if you have a bad moon and Jupiter, you keep making those wrong choices and you have a bad temperament. You have a bad Mercury and Jupiter, you don't not only make the wrong investments, you defend those investments, and you continue throughout your life to make those impractical investments and the wrong investments which are not wise. With a bad moon and Mercury, you could keep getting into the wrong relations again and again, thinking that you are doing the right thing, thinking you are doing the logical decision making, but you are again and again getting into the emotional situations which will suck up your emotion and will destroy you. So friends, know how to identify an afflicted either moon, Mercury or Jupiter in your life. These can be the ones who can make you take wrong decisions, absolutely dumb decisions. Protect your investments, protect your health, protect your relationships, protect your honor, protect your character, and above all, protect your mental peace in your life, protect the harmony in your life, protect the tranquility in your life. So friends, like this video, share this video, and if you're looking for a personal consultation from me, please reach out to me. The links given below. Until some other time with some other video, this is your friend astrologer and guide Irfan signing off. Ciao.